All right, another heartbreaking loss for us here at home. I've learned over the years not to say too much at a time like this. I know there was a lot of tremendous things that did happen in the game. That goal line stand was phenomenal. I think it started with first and goal with the 1, and they don't get it in, which was tremendous. And, of course, got it out of there and flipped the field a little bit offensively. They got another defense, got another stop. We get another score, get it within a score, which was great at that point of the game. But that was just a tremendous job of getting that stop. Not many people talk too much about the punting, but I thought Vogel was tremendous, one of the best punt returners in America. Just neutralized him through sheer hang time, bombs and hang time. Very, very impressive job by him and that unit. Had another kick blocked, really same spot. And again, too much penetration. And we gotta get better. We thought we had it solved, but we didn't. So that was a little disheartening there. But if you could be in the locker room with the team and just see, how much they do care about this team and this university, and want so badly to, come out of here with a victory tonight. I think everybody would have really at least respected that. So I'm proud of the team and their effort, and we just got to get better. Just got to get better.
Questions for Coach?
Mark, did it seem like there were lingering effects of the Florida State loss last week?
No.
Mark, what you said in the final play, you had fumbles. What did you see from your perspective?
On that play, well, he's trying to get up in the pocket, and just guy came around the edge and swiped the ball out. Quarterbacks, as they're trying to throw the ball, even the play before, I don't even know how he got the ball out, completed it. I think they had a twist. I don't know if they have a twist or not, but it looked like it had some internal pressure, and he got the ball out and got the first down. And really that play was kind of a first read type of progression, we didn't have to hold the ball really all that long, but we just, couldn't keep that guy from coming around the edge and tomahawking the ball from behind. And, the quarterback, as he's stepping up in the pocket, getting ready to throw the ball, it's very difficult to always have two hands on the ball. I don't remember if he was close to getting the ball thrown or not, but, it's tough to be focusing downfield on your job, and when you get hit from behind, it's tough to hang on to that thing, especially as wet as it was.
Coach, third downs, both sides of the football really didn't go your way.
Yeah.
Today,
Yeah, they did a nice job. They did a nice job getting the third down conversions. We ended up having to resort to going for it on fourth down 3 times. Got 2 out of 3, and you just don't want to play football that way if you can help it. But I could sit there and say a few things that I know happened. There's a few that I'm not 100% certain that happened. But the bottom line is, we just got to execute better, and I got to put them in better position to make the plays.
Coach, you have 2 conference losses now. Can you talk a little bit about moving forward, what this means getting out of that hole?
Yeah. Well, it just means we get to play another game here in about 5 days. And like I told the team, football doesn't really care how we feel. The football schedule we have doesn't really care, what just happened the last 2 weeks. Life goes on. We got to get back to work, and we'll have to get to work pretty quick. Matter of fact, before we go to bed, I'm sure every coach will be working on, getting started on, the game plan and things of that nature. But, it's just like I told them. If you look at the scores across the league, everybody's battling every day. So you don't know for sure what can happen. And you want to put yourself in position just in case something breaks your way, because it can come around. So you just have to keep fighting. And, it may not seem like it by record, but, I do think we're making progress. And it just hadn't turned out to be, in the form of a victory either one of these last 2 weeks. But, we'll keep staying the course, and we'll keep believing, and we'll keep doing the right things to continue to get better.
Looked like there was a lot of injuries today. Anything?
Yeah.
Significant?
There were mostly guys that just were taking shots to certain body parts that, there was a couple, I think, a little bit of ankles, a couple ankle deals, and, one was a cramp, and one was just, sometimes you guys they're out there striking hard, and it takes a while for that thing to feel good enough to get up and get off the field. But most everybody came back in and finished, so I haven't got a report from Vinny yet, but, we'll let everybody know when it's appropriate time.
Coach, the defense played really well throughout the season so far.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
it gonna take to get the offense
Yeah.
going here?
Well, execution, catching the ball when it's in your hands and hitting the target when it's open and protecting your quarterback when you need to, and, finding the right running lanes when the blocking's there. And then, we always got to, the better you block, obviously, run and pass, the better things go, the smoother things go. So we got to get better up front, too.
The defense, to me, seemed a little out of sorts in the first half especially. Tackling
Yeah.
wasn't as good.
Well, they do a good job of getting guys in space, and they have a lot of plays that, the run-pass option stuff, that, they're one of the better teams in the country that I've seen, just sticking the ball in the belly of the back and trying to decide, do you pull it out and throw it downfield, or according to how the defense reacts. And at times it does, create a conflict for a guy, and he bites the cheese, and they throw it downfield, or they throw it out in the flat and have a little bit of grass. I mean, the more space a guy has, the better chance he has of making somebody miss. So they got some guys out in space today, but I thought they rallied pretty good and got guys on the ground for the most part, pretty darn good. And then every time you get a guy down on the ground, you get a chance to play one more time. It's just like we get that stop. No, I doubt anybody dreamed we were going to get a stop there when once they got inside the 5, or I think it was first and goal at the 1. Who really sat there and said, these guys are going to get a stop right here? That's hard to do. You got to care, and you got to be tough physically and mentally, and I was really proud of that. Yeah.
It seemed like you were trying to get the tight ends involved more, and you had the near touchdown at the end. Was that the plan,
Yeah.
to kind of get those guys going?
Well, we've been getting them going. They've been catching the ball. Everybody's catching the ball. We got backs catching balls, tight ends, wide receivers. Like I've said many, many times, rarely do I have a play where it goes to him no matter what. The tight end might be first progression, like the first 4th down that Njoku caught. He was first progression. If they had covered him, then he'd have gone to his second progression, which was Coley. And sometimes, the tight ends are the first progression on a particular play. Sometimes they're not. And, it just so happened the ball, got to them. When we run those naked bootlegs, or, we'll fake the run and come out of there. And usually the tight end's the first option. And those were a couple drives there where we hit the tight end and got them going pretty good. But, I'm not sitting there saying, hey, I got to get it to this guy so many times. We just have a system where, for the most part, there's progression reads, and whoever comes open first is who gets the ball thrown to him.
Coach, how do you combine trying to fix mistakes and also game plan?
Yeah. Right. Well, that's a good question. What we're going to do is have a meeting at 2 o'clock tomorrow with the team. We're going to spend about an hour with them and just kind of go through whatever we feel like we need to go through. Normally, we'll watch every single snap with the team, but what we'll do this time is we'll pull the ones that are the most meaningful as far as very, very good or something we got to correct, and it'll probably be a shortened version of what we would normally do, but we need the time to get prepared for a Tuesday practice on Monday. So, and those guys need rest. We were thinking about having a full practice tomorrow, but we got to let these guys rest. And I think if we go a Tuesday, a Wednesday, and a Thursday, of course, that Thursday type practice will be on Wednesday. Jump on the plane, go to Blacksburg, and play. It's a night game. That'll help. But they've got the same issue.
Last question. What do you think of Brad's performance today?
At times, really gutty performance. The one drive where he spun out a couple times and scrambled and made those 2 plays. That kind of sparked us, and I was proud of that. I think he's I know that he's smart, he's tough, he cares. He's an outstanding leader, and he's hurting as bad as anybody because we didn't win, whether he did good, did bad. I mean, obviously, if you think you play poorly, you know, there might be a little different emotion, but, you know, he's been playing pretty good. You know, not perfect, just like everybody else, but I'm glad he's our guy. Okay?
Thanks, everyone.